in which it exists, being at this point predominantly Christian, that if, let's say, Theosophists, who I'm hearing you say have a responsibility to spread Theosophy, which embraces all of what you spoke to today, then they also would have a duty to come out, to be able to find venues, to be able to spread this philosophy, or does it stay within the domain as a secret doctrine?
No, once that it was released as a publication, it no longer was secret. It became public. It's there for our use. We have to, the first important thing we need to do is to understand it and apply it to our own lives. We become an example to others, in other words. With our life, it's visible to others as to how we live it. Then the second step is that you have learned it, and to your best ability, you give it out to others. You teach it. So you're a student and you're a teacher at the same time. We all are. All Theosophical students are teachers in one manner or another, and they're also learners. So, but we can become helpers to everyone that we can touch. And that's the key. You become, one smile can change a person's day. We talked about this becoming radiant. It's not about things that we give. It's about the heart giving it too. One smile can make a tremendous difference. Or you say one ugly word to somebody and you have ruined their day. Those things are very important too. Sometimes we do it, out of ignorance. We don't really know what it is we are saying, but the other person nevertheless is offended. We have hurt the heart. To those that we know we have hurt, we can apologize too. Sincerely from the heart. We're all human, we all err. That's also part of this curriculum. By the way, that young woman has a website, and I forgot to bring it. She's asking for our support, that education person. I'm for her, because she has the courage to stand up to all this pressure from the politicians and say, I'm not working for any of you. I'm going to work for the school system, and I'm going to change it from bottom up. She said that some of the teaching is so bad in schools that if we remove the worst 30%, we would rise up tremendously. So it is a real dilemma we are facing with the education system. There are venues where we can interject these ideologies. The Literacy Council is where this student donates time, because there are those dropouts of schools where we can rechannel them back into the mainstream. This is also a responsibility. So we help however and wherever we can. It is self-induced, self-devised. Whatever appeals to each human being, that's what we need to do. I'll come back.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't quite understand, what did you mean by 30% reincarnationists?
The people who believe in reincarnation.
Oh, okay.
Here in the
so
state.
don't reincarnate now, reincarnate. Okay.
No, 25 to 30% of the people in the state believe in reincarnation, but most of them will not come out and say it, because in their circles they're the only one, including my son, who says to me, I can't say these things to people because I'm the only one in that circle. They will only kick you out, so you have to interject your ideology underneath whatever it is you're doing. You can't blow them off the face of the earth. Well, we were the same as them before we came to this philosophy. Yes?
So much of religion, if we do not subscribe to scientific basis, so much of religion is in the belief stage. And my question would be, there is the ethical society in Texas was wanting a designation of being a religion. How do the Theosophists feel about Theosophy? The reason why I'm saying that is in order to be able to teach people about Theosophy or come forward or find venues, working with interfaith organizations that are already gathering to be able to explain different aspects of their religion, seems to be a very practical venue. So is the Theosophy a philosophy? How is that categorized? Could it be considered a religion?
Theosophy is the basis of the wisdom in the world,
Mm-hmm.
all of it. So it has a common source. Or God wisdom. That's what Theosophy means.
Mm-hmm.
So, it promulgates in the world that all of the religions of the world came from a common source. It does comparative religion and shows it. Zoroastrianism, the Parsis, the Hindus, the Buddhist, Christianity is an offshoot of Judaism. Jesus did not come out to find a new religion. Mohammedanism was known as the esotericists in that region had another name, the Therapeutae, which affected Muhammad's teachings from childhood up. He could not read and write, by the way. He was taught by the word of mouth. And for 3 years after up to 3 years after his death, it was still a part of that section that he had taken his information from. So none of these leaders come out to find new religions. It's the human beings in time concretize it into religion, the sayings, and because we don't understand exactly what they mean, and make something different of it. But Theosophy is God wisdom. It's the wisdom in the heart that when given a venue shines through the human being and enlightens the whole world. The perfected beings are the safekeepers of this knowledge. They're ready at any moment to assist any clear-eyed individual who wishes to do the same.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Did you have a question? Because I have run over my time.
I'm thinking about the word unity, which we don't do very well at in any of the societies I know about. The fundamental basis for Theosophy, the way I understand it, is unity. That's what you said in other words. Separation is a evil that is permeated into our society. That concept has caused our education system to go asunder. We come out just the same as a song when I was in college went. So we're thinking about in education, if it doesn't, if it's not physically present, if you can't measure it, it doesn't exist. That idea has got to get away from us somehow. And the idea of Theosophy, if one understood the unity concept, the idea that we're not separate from some, although we might like to be, with that basis, it seems like what you're talking about, great change can be made. But until we realize there's no such thing as a secret, and we're unified whether we like it or not. Until we deal with those issues, we're going to have difficulty progressing.
Well, here it is. This is the logos. This is where the light comes from. And when it is in one mantra, the circle has a point in it, which means that it is active. And we all occupy this center. All of us are souls. HPV says each one of us has her importance and place in the scheme of things. Not one of us is more important, not one of us is less important. Every one of us are equally important because the soul is here working through its difficulties to emancipation and uplifting everything with it. And for that reason, it is our obligation to help one another.
Mm-hmm.